Good morning, good morning. You get to choose you, the best you. You get to choose all of it. We don't realize that we get to choose, and actually, that's one of the reasons I'm working on this book. Um, you get to choose you, the best you, because I didn't know for the longest time that I get to choose who I was, and I was choosing who I was without even realizing I was choosing who I was, without even knowing that every thought, um, every feeling, every emotion, everything was all something I was choosing without realizing I was choosing it. Oh, even just there, when I decided I wanted my hair up and then decided I wanted my hair down, and then couldn't figure out how to do it without disturbing myself. Even that, I got to choose. We all get to choose who we want to be. The problem comes in is we don't really know we're actually choosing it. Our beliefs, our reality, our like who we think we are, our perceptions, the stories we tell, all of it is our choice, and we don't even realize it. We don't even realize that we get to choose. We don't realize that's who we are choosing to be. Becoming responsible for who you are. So if we get to choose our perceptions on how we see things, and we get to choose, um, we get to choose who we want to be. We get to choose what our reality is, what we believe our reality is. We get to choose our beliefs, and we get to choose our stories, and we get to choose who we are. All of this is our responsibility. And again, we don't even have a clue because we're not taught that we have a choice. We're not taught that we get to choose us in every minute. We're not taught that, um, like, from small children, even. When I was growing up, the big thing was children are supposed to be seen and not heard, right? Um, we didn't have, like, our parents, they were doing something else. There was no daycare, there was no um, preschool when I was a kid. There was no, um, like, nothing like that. You took care of yourself. You came in at nighttime when the lights went on, no matter what time it was. If the lights went on, you came in. Like, there was no cell phones. There was none of that stuff. We live in a different time now, and cell phones and stuff are important. And I see the benefit of it. But when we were kids, when I was a kid, there was so much, like, a different environment than what we get today, and a different society. And we were taught that, and maybe even now, a lot of people are still taught that you're supposed to be a certain way. Actually, I know that's true because even in the school system, that's how it is, right? Even a lot of homes, we each have our own role in that home, right? So, but we don't realize that we get to choose how we're going to do that role, how we're going to be that person that we get to choose who we want to be. We don't realize that a lot. And so as you grow up, you get into survival mode, and then you go down the survival mode, the victim mode, the everybody's against me, the world is against me, it's me against the world, and you get to choose that too. That's up to you. Just like you get to choose the relationships you're going to have with other people, you get to choose um, the places that you want to go see. You get to choose what you're going to wear. You get to choose how you're going to care for yourself. You get to choose all of it, but we don't realize we get to choose all of it. So how do we become responsible if we don't even realize that we are choosing who we are. We're choosing our reality, we're choosing our beliefs, we're choosing all of it, right? How do we become responsible? Well, for me, and like I said, it took me a long time to realize it was my choice. It really did. But for me, choosing who I wanted to be, I had to know who I wanted to be first. What was really most important to me? And once I realized that, because that's a big thing, if you don't know who you are or who you want to be, somebody will tell you. Somebody will show you, and someone will create the story for you, will create your own reality, will create your perceptions, will create your beliefs, all of it. Somebody will be glad to do it for you. And so many of us have walked into not such good environments and have stayed way too long in not so good environments because we think that's where we're supposed to be. We think that's who we're supposed to be. And it's not. It's not who we're supposed to be at all. We are supposed to be who we choose to be. We are supposed to be who we want to be. Our loving selves, right? When you are so angry at yourself all the time and you are constantly falling, not being true to you, and you and you get to a place where you're so frustrated that that you're living in survival, right? We've all been there. We've all been there. But you got to become accountable. Yes, maybe it's, oh, I can't believe I fell into that same situation again and again. That's okay. We all go there. It happens, okay? So just forgive yourself and decide, who do you want to be? Who is the best you? What would it look like to be the best you, to have the best life? What would that look like? Like, let's start there. Picture that, feel that, right? Create that, become responsible for you. So when you fall off track, and say it would be great to no longer complain, right? Let's just say. And you decide you're going to go down that habit. You're going to break the habit of complaining, and you're going to work on just having fun. Okay, that's a big one for many of us who spent a majority of our life complaining. But let's say that's what it is. That's what your goal is. And so you're just going to break one little habit, right? And let's say that's what it's going to be. So then, how do you become responsible for it? Well, when you find yourself complaining, you're not going to get mad. You're not going to get frustrated or complain about yourself or beat yourself up or anything like that. You're going to accept the fact that, oh, yeah, okay, thank you. And you're going to just change your thought. And it's going to change your thought from complaint to gratitude. You're going to find something to be grateful for, and you're going to let go of the complaint. You also are going to find people that you resonate with that are on a similar path. They're going to come into your life, or the ones that are there are going to help you go through this. Like, as simple as the other day, I started going down my where there's a certain situation in my life that I'm trying to manifest into a different situation in my life. And I'm sending out love and gratitude and appreciation. I write my own messages. I embrace the thought of this coming true. I'm so excited about it. But every once in a while, I get to the point where it's not manifesting. And maybe it's not supposed to. And so I had the conversation with my husband, and he so lovingly said, "That's your brain talking. You got to stop that talk. Don't let the brain do that." And I was in awe because, first of all, before, if he had used my words against me, I would have said, "You can't use my words against me," because that's not fair. But this time I was like, oh yeah, yeah, yes, yes, you're right. I need to change my brain thought from where it is to where I want it to be. What do I want? What do I want? And I had to become responsible. Everything I've created thus far is on me, my thoughts, my feelings, my actions, my reactions. How can I change it? By manipulating my brain, taking responsibility. Yes, I was complaining. Yes, I was feeling not good. I need to change that. I need to change to feel me. I need to change and create that habit of a constant appreciation. And even when Loki he can feel my vibration. He's very empathic, but he doesn't know, exactly how to go, okay, mom, no, let's change your thoughts or change your feelings. So he gets into bugging. He's 13 years old, wants to push boundaries a bit, and I get to choose. Do I want to be frustrated with him, or do I want to be aware of who I'm becoming? And the minute I allow it to get me into almost tears, I remembered, oh, no, 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 he doesn't get to choose me. He doesn't get to choose me. I get to choose me. And I want to be happy. I want to be grateful. I want to be kind. I want to be compassionate. I want to be loving. I want to be in this moment. I want to feel this. Okay, I understand. I understand what I'm feeling. I understand what I'm going through. I understand this. And same with my body, same situation, because I had brought it on myself, like I was talking about before. I had felt all the same things. That's where Loki picked it up from. That's where my husband helped me change my thoughts. And as I was going through this, I had put it in my body as well, and allowed my body to remind me, no, 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 you don't want to do this. But this is a habit that I've decided I no longer want. So I've put all of it in place without realizing I put it all in place. I needed mirrors. I needed people to remind me. I needed my body to remind me, this doesn't feel good. This isn't how I want to feel. And when you get there and you take responsibility for yourself, as simple as it just doesn't feel good. I don't want to feel this anymore. Then you're taking responsibility, right? You've put it into place. You are taking responsibility for you. Just like you've been taught growing up, to have a shower and get cleaned up, brush your teeth, eat properly, even though we probably don't. um, to do work, whatever the work is you're doing. For me today, it's working on my book, and I have other projects. I don't know if I'll get to them, but this is what I'm doing first, and I'm taking responsibility for me. Your thoughts, your feelings, your actions and your reactions are all up to you, whether or not you're living in survival mode or living the life of your dreams is up to you. And living the life of your dreams doesn't mean you have everything. It really doesn't. And it doesn't mean you have millions of dollars in the bank. It doesn't even mean that. Living the life of your dreams, that could be part of it for sure. But how do you get there first? Because you can manifest it for sure. But if you, like Louise Hay, actually so many teachers that I've listened to, if you are not there in your body yet, no matter how much money comes in, it's just going to go back out. If you are not there in your being yet and feel like you are $1,000,000, even if you were to win $1,000,000, you just lose it that fast. You just spend it on everything. You wouldn't have the thought process on how to continue creating it, how to continue. And I know because I've been there, I've done that many times, ended up with lots of money and then ended up just spending it all. So I know that money comes and money goes, but if you can love your life for where you are right now, for who you are right now, wow, what an amazing feeling that is. If you could love yourself for where you are right now, and know that things are getting better and better. Know you are getting better and better. Know that everything is working out for you, and you become responsible for creating that feeling over and over again every single morning, every single day. Right now I'm working on a 21-day change your life, creating you. You get to choose you. 21-day process group I started. But anyways, every single day you wake up, you get to choose it, right? You get to choose who you want to be. So if you wake up in the morning and you're bringing the same as yesterday, you're not taking responsibility for you, are you? Nope, you're not. You're just continuing down the cycle of survival. If you are waking up in the morning, like this morning, I woke up, I was waking up, had a really interesting, weird dream. But I was waking up, and as I was waking up, I was just having such gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the breath. Thank you for waking me up. Thank you for this morning. Thank you for the snuggles. Thank you for my warm blanket. Thank you for my bedroom. Thank you for the chimes in my bedroom. Thank you for the fan that is making my chimes sound. Thank you for the birds outside singing. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I get up out of bed and I go and look at myself in the mirror and I tell myself I love myself. I love you. I really love you. And I become so amazed in the morning. I know what I want to do. I know what I have to do before I get to do what I want to do. But I know what I want to do. I know who I want to be. And I put it in process. Who do I want to be today? What do I want to do today? What are my goals? What are my dreams? What, who do I want to be in every moment of today? And maybe you're not going to get there every single moment of every day. Maybe you're going to be like me yesterday or the day before, where you have a low vibration. Your body's telling you something, or your mind's telling you something, or whatever. And you can't be there every second of every day. But you can remind yourself the minute you realize you're low. Oh, that doesn't feel good. Whew. No, thank you. I'm going to go change those clothes and go through your closet. Get rid of the stuff that you really don't like in your closet and get rid of. And maybe it's okay, maybe it's somebody you live with and they're not wanting to change and they're not wanting to grow and they're not wanting to get into the same vibration. How do you live with that? How do you create a better environment when you're with someone and you can't just say, okay, out, let's go our separate ways or anything, but they're having a hard time, and everything that you wish for them, isn't manifesting, right? So how do you, well, first of all, you're acknowledging the fact that there's something wrong. So instead of thinking that's survival thought, how do I change someone else? Well, you can't, right? You can't change someone else, but you can be a better you. So how do you be a better you? Well, you go above and beyond for yourself. First of all, you have to go above and beyond. Stop looking outwards and start looking inwards. Why is this bothering me? Well, maybe it's a health issue, right? I don't know. I'm just making things up as I go along. But then you're like, okay, so how do I fix a health issue? Well, you could take on all the responsibility for yourself, but that's a lot of work, right? You could ask them, and again, they may or may not do it. You could also vibrate better health issues. You could also vibrate a better situation, a better outcome. You could also vibrate just who you want to be in every moment, and the words will flow. The vibration will flow. You'll no longer see fault. It is as it is, and things will flow beautifully for you. Maybe it's a relationship you're afraid, you're so afraid of losing this person, and you don't know how to express yourself properly, or you think that you're always in trouble, or you think whatever the case, right? And you're like, okay, how do I get a better environment? How do I become responsible for myself if this other person is, well, there's your biggest thing. You just put everything on that other person and instead of taking responsibility for yourself. Stop looking at the other person. Stop seeing them for what you think you're seeing them for. Let it go. Start going inside yourself and seeing you for who you really want to be. Start working on you. Start choosing you. Choosing you to be who you want to be. Choosing you. And then work full time on that. It doesn't matter who you live with. It doesn't matter what's going on in that situation. It does not matter at all. What matters is you choose you. And once you start choosing you and you let go of what you think is happening, because here we go, your story, your perception, your belief, and what was the other one? Perception, belief, or reality. It's a big one. All of it is what you get to choose, but we don't realize that. So take responsibility for you by going inside yourself and saying, okay, yes, that person, I need to let them go. It doesn't mean that they're going to leave your house or they're going to move out or they're not going to be part of your life. It means you're no longer concerned with who they're choosing to be. You're just going to wish the best for them. You're just going to see them as their best. You're going to see them wanting to change. You're going to see them wanting, like you're just going to manifest it. You're going to visualize it. You're going to see them happy. You're going to see them happier than they've ever been before. You're going to see them wanting to fall in love with themselves. You're going to do the best job you can do. You're going to vibrate so strong that people around you are going to want the same. And they're going to have to do the same to stay with that vibration, right? So they're going to have to put the effort in. They're going to have to work on it. And if not, then things will move on, right? And you have no say in the matter. Once you start choosing you, once you become responsible for you, that means becoming responsible for your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, your reactions, your words, like all of it, all of you. You're becoming responsible for all of you. And once you do that, things change. You no longer look for other people. You realize that they're a mirror. Okay, oh, I see. They're mirroring something that I still need to work on. What do I need to work on? And that includes every thought process that comes into your brain, every person that comes into your brain, like the situation that I was telling you about, that I want to manifest a better relationship with someone, a better situation, a better outcome. And I'm not sure how to do that. All I can do is change me, my thoughts, my feelings, my actions, my reactions, my visualizing. How am I visualizing? And stop seeing the lack of it. Stop seeing the distance. Stop seeing the negative part of it, and start being who I want to be, so that I can open myself up and allow this to come in, allow this to manifest. I can't manifest it being the person who's lacking it. If I'm seeing lack, if I'm listening to my brain, as my husband said, then I'm not being the person I want to be, to manifest that into my life. Because once I'm able to be that person, it can't stop. It can only go, keep going and keep going and keep going. It has nothing to do with anybody else but me. If I choose me and I choose to continue to work on me in every moment, and allow nothing to bother me, and allow nothing to upset me, and allow nothing to take away who I want to be. No more complaining, no more blaming, no more shaming, no more, just pure, unconditional love for me and for everybody and everything. What an amazing experience when you become responsible for you. And you no longer hear yourself blame anybody for anything. That includes government, that includes healthcare workers, that includes everybody around you. Doesn't matter who they are or what they are. The neighbors, the friends, the siblings, the parents, it doesn't matter what it is. You are taking responsibility for you and every thought you have. It is 100% up to you on who you choose to be. It is 100% up to you to be the best you. You get to. You get to choose you. It is so amazing when you decide that you are going to be the best you. You will live the best life in every moment. You will create what you want to create in every moment. You deserve it. You are enough. You are worthy of all of it. You really are. You deserve to have the best life, and you deserve to be the best you. Choose you. Become responsible for you, because you're worth it. I love you.